In this Sailing Doodles, we make it to the mainland of Italy in Naples, where we explore Pompeii, hike Vesuvius, and then say goodbye to Steve and Loretta. Thank you so much to our patrons. We could not do this without you. In the last episode, we left the Isle of Capri and headed up north to the city of Naples in Italy. We pulled into the very crowded Marina Stabia. The marina workers were repairing our sand lines as we pulled in to Med More. As mentioned in a previous episode, sand lines are mooring lines that run out to a block in the center of the channel and tie on to the bow of the boat. It keeps you from backing into the seawall.
So Bobby, I'm going to power us back. What I want you to do is tighten up both sides so that the boat is parallel with the dock and not skewed up.
He doesn't want to be cockeyed.
Right there. Okay, tighten it up, tighten it up.
Loretta does it again.
All right, we are in Marina Stabia. She's a little hot, I think. What's she doing? You look like Mary Catherine, whatever you're doing. Anyway.
This one?
Yeah. That's fair. So we are here in Marina Stabia? Stabia, it's a little Naples, I guess. And so now we're gonna catch a ride to go see Pompeii and Mount Vesuvius, which is right over there. We just hope it does not explode while we're here.
It's not smoking, babe.
Yeah.
Madam Uber arrived and we headed to Pompeii.
All right, we're going to meet up with the tour group here. Not exactly sure how the tour is gonna go. It's on Italian time though, 30 minutes late.
Yes, we've learned that very quick.
Yeah, so. Oh, there's a big, it's a pretty big group. We get about
gosh,
30 people or something more, maybe more. So we have these little radios here. With earpiece, so we can hear the guide that's over there.
For its time, Pompeii was a fairly large city with over 20,000 inhabitants. So this was basically a gladiator garden. So all the wood that you see everywhere has been replaced, like these wooden doors. These were the pens where, you know, the gladiators lived, and then they came out here and trained. But all the wood stuff is not original, obviously, because that got burned in the eruption. But everything else is just covered in, you know, dust and volcanic ash and pumice. And so it preserved it. I'll lock you in there.
I'm a gladiator.
Yeah, you
That's
are.
why.
So,
This
pretty
is
much.
a replica.
Yeah, well, the second stories are all gone. So if anything with the second story is a recreation.
Due to all the pressure and ash.
So that's an amphitheater that seats 5,000 people.
The larger amphitheater was closed, but there was a smaller one we could take a look at.
You don't realize how big this city really is. 20,000 people lived here. Most of them evacuated and only 2,000 were killed, but still, that's a big city for back then. 20,000 people. Yeah. So those little ruts in the street are actually poop canals.
Here's the poop bridge.
Yeah, so that was a crosswalk, how you got across. And then if you wanted to walk across the street because it's filled with poo, otherwise you'd be stepping in it. I just couldn't have, and so a city of 20,000 people and they just put their sewage in the street. You know how bad that would smell? I mean, there's a lot of people here right now and it doesn't smell great.
No, please. I'm here.
So the Romans had standardized their wagon width so they could fit through there, whereas like maybe an invading force would have different size wagon wheels, so couldn't fit. So that's why their stepping stones are like that, and that's why the ruts go through there. Kind of cool, like I mean, stone and mortar, basically volcanic rock, and then they had a little facade on the top of it. Pretty cool. Pretty interesting, but try to be here when there's not a cruise ship in town.
These are,
Main entrance?
that's the main entrance to a house. This is somebody's house right here.
Okay. I thought she was saying like that view is for the city.
No, it's somebody's house. That's pretty beautiful. It's a nice little spot.
Oh, look at, is that a swimming pool?
There you go. You got a little swimming pool when you come in, and it's the atrium, and then you got houses. You know, it's pretty nice.
That looks really nice.
Yeah.
And there's a fireplace.
I'm sure you had to be pretty wealthy to have this, though. This wasn't your average home, you know.
You build this for me, right?
Yeah. It's pretty cool. They're saying everything in this section is original. The marble flooring. This was the thermal baths, so you know they had hot baths. Right here.
So these are the lockers. From the center.
Well, they have different rooms. They have like hot rooms, cool room, or not hot rooms. They don't believe in cold rooms, so they have hot rooms and hotter rooms and whatever. So I don't know which one this is, but they're different temperatures. And they would use those lead piping for the water, which lead is bad for you.
Yeah.
So everybody went crazy after a while. So. So the other side was the men's. This is the women's. Still see the nice tile floor they have here. Pretty cool. Be nice if we could actually use the baths right now because I'm hot and sweaty.
Yeah, we need a rinse for sure.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Things are still operational. Although I don't know about bathing in lead piped water.
Or dousing yourself in oil and then jumping in a bath with everybody else.
Could be fun.
Oh my god.
Where are we going?
I learned something new. We're going to see umbrellas.
No, well, what is this place?
This is the brothel.
Brothel, yeah. And apparently all these frescoes are original.
And they have stone beds.
Yeah.
And that's where the magic happens.
You get a stone bed. Hopefully, there's five of them.
Wow.
There are public fountains all over the city.
Okay, and try to imagine to drink water. No, from the mouth
Oh.
of the face. Yes. Now imagine how many hands have been there.
Ew.
Hands, of course, of more of 2,000 years ago.
That's pretty cool. Can you see?
So that's a public toilet, and then those are the outlets for the public toilet right in the middle of the street.
We're walking in the sewer.
Yeah, you walk in the sewer. Pretty gross.
Well, she said that's why you have those.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's like 20,000 people living, and all their
Doing
poo.
their business twice a day.
Nope. Nope. Must
Say
have
you can
smelled.
smell these cities from miles away.
Oh, I
You could
wouldn't
see them
doubt it.
Before you got here.
Would not doubt
Oh,
it.
we're getting close.
Yeah.
This is the main square of the city.
This is like, I mean, I've been to a lot of like ancient cities. I mean, obviously this is a little different because it's so intact and preserved. I mean, you can actually kind of get a feel for what it must have been like here, you know?
I just can't believe how far it goes on.
I know, I know, it's a huge city.
And on.
Well, 20,000 people 2,000 years ago, that was a big city. Pretty amazing. So this whole thing would have originally been marble and no horses, none of that. So imagine how you walk down those crappy streets, literally crappy streets, and then you get to this
Well,
beautiful little area.
The roads end with those giant pillars too, so no more wagons.
Yeah.
Dead end.
That's Vesuvius in the distance, and these are some of the artifacts from when it destroyed the city. That is a dog. And that is a person.
That dog's position kind of freaked me out. That position freaks me out too.
This is gonna suck.
Yeah. Ah, why is it so hot?
So now the ocean is several kilometers that way, but before the earthquake and then all this debris was here, it was like literally, they say at the bottom of this arch is this entrance to the port. So now it's, I mean, you're talking, it added that much land there, so a couple kilometers worth of pumice and land and ash and all that.
The only entrance.
Yeah,
She said the exit to the outside world.
that's right. That's what a port was. That's the end of the Pompeii tour. Now Vesuvius.
First lunch.
Well, lunch, beer, cold beer.
It's like going from antiquity into Disneyland.
I know, right? It is.
Top, baby.
Now we're walking to lunch. It's included in the tour. So the whole tour was about 90 euros a person. So it's about $100 a person, but that includes lunch, transportation, and tour guides and everything. So
For 7 hours.
for 7 hours. So you know, it's probably worth it. All right, so decent lunch. We're about to head to Vesuvius now. Vesuvius has erupted on average 6 times a year for the last 2,000 years. But its 6 times every 100 years. But its last eruption was in 1944, so it's been almost 80 years. It's overdue, so hopefully it doesn't erupt while we're up there.
I hope it doesn't. If it does, you'll never see this video.
That's true. So it's kind of pointless. You scared?
Yes.
She's scared.
I don't think we're gonna make it back.
If you're watching this video, it didn't erupt.
Right. That's true. Okay, here we go.
English and Italian.
En français?
They're saying this is the most, I mean, look how many people live right next to this volcano that blows up every, six times. I know it's due, yeah. Maybe it's building up for a big one again. Because it's been a while. It's been almost 80 years since the last eruption. Wow, these are really...
Oh my gosh, are we gonna make
Look how tight this is.
Well, if I was a bus driver, we wouldn't have made it this far.
No, we wouldn't have made it half this far if you were driving the bus. Oh my god.
Dude, you're in the middle of the road.
You can't, you gotta back up there or something, bro.
Oh, we're bigger than you. Babe, turn it around.
So we've got an hour and 15 minutes and we're walking up, so it's about 20-minute walk to the crater, I think, and then you walk around it another 20 minutes. Let's go check it out. Hopefully it won't blow up.
It won't. Not today, baby. Not today.
I figured as much, so I didn't even bother bringing it. Boy, that's a long walk we got ahead of us. Look at that.
Baby, it's hot. Hi-ho. Hi-ho.
It's a hike.
It's top of the volcano I go. Hi-ho. Hi-ho.
We're not even halfway.
That was a little bit of a hike.
Yeah, that was a tough hike, so cheers, guys.
Oh, double fisted.
We're just drinking lemonade.
Yeah, lemonade.
Yeah.
This is the caldera, they call it. It's, it sinks in after the eruption. Like if this starts swelling up, like I'm sure they have sensors down there in the bottom that you know, measure its height. And if it starts swelling up, you know there's a new eruption about to happen. So, like, this is where it all fills up and then boom.
Then starts running.
Yeah.
I did not know that. What's that word again?
Caldera?
Caldera.
Yeah. So if that's, you know, all the magma starts putting pressure underneath it, so it's blocked by solid rock right now, right? And so the magma starts pushing up against it, and it's like a top, like a cap in a champagne bottle. And so it'll start coming up like a champagne cork, and then once it gets past the point of no return, just pop, and everything comes flying out.
Has it on her bum.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, just to the inside.
Yeah. So it's pretty crazy. I think Pompeii, the city, is down over there a little bit, but you can see there's not a whole lot here because there have been volcanoes in the past several hundred years that have come here, and you can see the kind of the lava flow down that way. But I mean, there's millions of people that live around here. I mean,
All the way around.
but I mean, that's what I fear is that, you know, this thing hadn't erupted in 80 years, and it normally erupts every 15. So it's overdue.
Oh,
It's like this. They've been shaking the, you know, champagne cork for a long, you know, time, or the champagne bottle for a long time. It's ready to blow. The next one might be pretty big. Hopefully they'll get some warning of it. You know, maybe this caldera will start swelling, or they'll get some trimmers. But that's the scary thing, is that, you know,
It's
on the
overdue.
on the grand scale of things, I mean, the cities have not been more, you know, 20,000 people in Pompeii was a big city 2,000 years ago. There hasn't been a major disaster like something like that in,
How
well,
do you evacuate 1 million people?
yeah, how do you do that? You can't do it. I mean, like, the closest disaster we've ever had to anything like that would be the tsunamis in Thailand, you know, where like 200,000 people died, which is a lot of people, don't get me wrong. I mean, but I mean, can you imagine just everybody here, 3 million people gone in a day? I mean, even if it's hard to imagine 200,000 gone in a day, so I guess that happened.
It's hard to imagine you might be gone someday.
I will be gone someday. Everybody will be gone someday, so get out there and go cruising. Don't waste it. Well, we're on our way off the mountain. We just smelled sulfur, though. We need to get out of here before it blows up.
Yeah.
Because you're downwind from me, fool.
Oh, jeez, really? What?
I know the speed limit of a volcano now.
Yeah, don't run downhill.
I was getting great momentum. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Are you okay?
Oh, no.
Do you need some help?
You okay? They put him in their car.
Okay, good. You have a ride. Oh, good. That could have been me.
It almost was you. You really fell like just right before he did. What'd you think?
That was hot as AG double hockey sticks.
She's high on adrenaline and
I do like that. Good lantern.
we just got dropped off in the center of Napoli. We're gonna walk around, have some drinks, and see the city a little bit.
Baby, do you see that?
I see that. It's great. It's a castle. Castle di Napoli. Seems to be a fair amount of homelessness around here as well.
Like San Francisco.
Well, we're homeless, but not like this.
Well, yeah, we're a different kind of homeless. We are homeless. Well, technically we have the RV, well, the trailer. So.
Oh, yay! We have our little modular home, mobile home.
Mobile home.
How's it gonna hike today, you guys?
A long but fun day.
Oh my God!
It's not over yet.
Cheers!
What do you think, Laura? Is that my new mustache right there?
That's a good stash right there, buddy.
Come on. I think
Depends.
it would be
What are you
great.
gonna do with it?
We'll do a mustache ride.
Malik.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Bobby, what's happening? Well, they came out of nowhere. Chin chin.
All right. Bottoms up, as we say.
All right, guys.
All right.
Okay.
Hey there. Oh my gosh. So much fun. Really.
Best time ever. Oh. Louis, you're like my brother too now.
All right. Kiss, kiss, hug, hug. Bobby, seriously, it's been so much fun. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you so much for having us, guys. You have an awesome boat, and
We do.
It was it was a great experience. So.
It was such a treat.
Yeah,
I
We
mean,
did
the
some cool
best
stuff.
time, cool stuff.
some
Yeah.
cool things. So,
All right. Have a safe trip, you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Stay in
See y'all
touch.
later.
Don't be strangers.
Yeah.
We can't thank Steve and Loretta enough for giving us an amazing Mediterranean experience on their boat Soulmate, a Fontaine Peugeot 47 Sayona. And thank you so much to our patrons. We could not do this without you either.